Hello, hello, how are you? I am officially a glutton for punishment. I swear to God, I said I wouldn't go to Aldi and buy any more of the home fragrances, but here I am holding a brand new home fragrance from Aldi. These Jo Malone dupes are so overrated that I'm honestly like, what am I missing? Do you know what I mean? I'm like, what am I missing? What am I doing wrong? And I keep going back for more because they're so bad that I'm like, why is everybody so obsessed with them? They're not good. So I keep buying more. And to be honest, I've gone to the stage now where I'm like, the amount I bought, I could have literally bought a Jo Malone candle. It's crazy. Anyway, here I am with a new one. This is the Hotel Collection number 14, Velvety Rose. I think this might have to be my last attempt. I did get told this was the best one. I don't know if I believe it, but I'm gonna give it a go. So here it is. I think, damn, what did it cost me? Was it like $2.99? Which admittedly, it's cheap. It's cheap. Like the Jo Malone version is like 50 quid. Do you know what I mean? That is cheap. However, I have spent so much that it's ridiculous. I've spent like 20, maybe 25 pounds at this point, and I'm like, I could have got something good for that money. Anyway, let's open it up. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. I'll quickly show you the packaging before we get going. Are we in focus? I don't even know if we are. Packaging, clean, pretty basic, let's be honest. Yeah, there it is. What does it say? A decadent scent of damask rose with richness of clove and honey wrapped with smoky oud wood. I'm gonna guess this is meant to be Velvet Rose and Oud by Jo Malone. I don't know. Some of the names of the candles have literally ripped straight off from Jo Malone. Some of them you have to be a little bit more like guesswork. It could just be Red Rose, but I think this is gonna be Velvet Rose and Oud inspired. We'll open it up, we'll give it a go, we'll see what happens. Anyway, let's get on. Okay. When I sniff it here, I can smell a lot of alcohol. When I kind of waft it from a little bit further away, it's not as bad. Do you know what I mean? Like up close, I'm like, ooh, alcohol. But further away, if I get a vague sniff, it's not as bad. I'm gonna reserve judgment. I feel like I'm going into this quite bitter, quite, you know, like, quite anti, you know, when you're like, I'm a hater at this point. But I'm gonna give it a go. You know, I'm gonna put it in the bathroom. I'm gonna close the window. I'm gonna let it have some time, see what happens. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, I'm gonna take it to the bathroom. Also, I'm just gonna quickly show you the packaging. Oh wait, do you know what? I'm missing something. There we go. I forgot about the gold bit. Yeah, there it is. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look good. But yeah, that's what the packaging looks like. I'm still getting a lot of alcohol. There is a hint of like fake rose. But do you know what? I can't just sniff the stems. Stems? Sticks? You know what I mean. I can't just sniff. It's like, I can't just sniff the sticks. I need to let it fill the room and see how we get on. So let's go to the bathroom and see what happens. Right, there we go. I have basically just shoved stuff around. Oh, actually, do you know what? I have another one which is just chilling in my bathroom. I should probably move this out the room. This, by the way, is the Blackberry and Bay, which I would say is probably the best I've had so far. Oh, it's completely empty. Okay, I'll chuck that away. Yeah, what was I saying? It's probably the best I've had so far, the Blackberry and Bay, but still wouldn't write home about it. Anyway, here it is. Look at my splashback. Is that not beautiful? I love it so much. Anyway, here it is in situ. I'm gonna shut the window. Let's do that now. Boom. Okay, yeah, there it is. It's in situ. I'm gonna get the door shut and see what happens. I'll check back in maybe in a couple of hours or an hour. I'm actually gonna turn the sticks again. Ooh, There we go, and see if that helps get the fragrance into the room. Let's see what happens. There it is. Hello, hello. So it's been about 2.5 hours. Mary's having a quick nap. So I thought I would check in and see how we're getting on. Okay, so I don't want to be too much of a hater, but before we go in and check on the diffuser, I have to admit, when I was turning the sticks and touching the oil with my hands, I can really smell it, and it's like, it's giving me a bit of a headache, if I'm honest. I don't want to be like sensitive and a diva, but it has given me a little bit of a headache. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just a bit much, but it's given me just a smidge of a headache. Not enough to bother taking a pill yet, but definitely there's a little something, and I do need to take a pill. Anyway, that being said, let's go in and check on it, see how we're getting on. God, sorry, I feel like such a hater, but I'm just like, I don't get the hype, you know, I don't get the hype. Anyway, let's go and have a look. So we're just going into the bathroom. You can tell Mary has been in here. Okay, so I can smell something. It has kind of filled the room. I'm not gonna lie, it's made an impact. You know, when you're like, if I had the choice between this or poop, I think I'd choose this, but I don't know how big a compliment that is. But yeah, it has filled the room. It doesn't really smell like Velvet Rose and Oud. It doesn't smell like red roses. I kind of see what they're going for. They're going for like rose, amber, vanilla maybe. It's kind of sweet, rosy, florally, a bit Turkish delighty, which is kind of the same words that I would use to describe Velvet Rose and Oud. By the way, I love Velvet Rose and Oud, one of my favourite ever Jo Malone perfumes. So I kind of see where they're going for it. So rich, dark, ambery, smoky, midnighty kind of rose. It's kind of sweet, it's kind of gourmandy, but it's not too cakey, you know what I mean? It's like, it's good, it's like, it's intoxicating, but like, you know, that's kind of what Velvet Rose and Oud is. But this is like, it's kind of like, I see where they're going, but it just smells like a synthetic version. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a bit headachy. It's almost nice, but it's not. Yeah, I don't want to be a huge perfume snob, but you know when you're like, I see where they're going. I see it. I see where they're going, but it's like synthetic rose, synthetic kind of ambery oudiness, and kind of like a synthetic vanilla. But together it just smells kind of like all those things, but a bit synthetic and a bit headachy. But you know, it's preferable to a poop. So, God, that's the best I've got, isn't it? In terms of smelling like other ones that I've smelt, I still think Blackberry and Bay is about the best one. God, I think they're all pretty bad, to be honest. I don't really get the hype. I would say Blackberry and Bay is the best. I would say this is probably the second best, but it's still not good. I want to open a window, do you know what I mean? Just open a window, just open a window. Yeah, I'd say Blackberry and Bay is the best so far. This one's probably second best, but it's still not pleasant. Some of them are downright awful, if I'm honest. But yeah, sorry, I feel like such a hater, but and I want to respect the fact that they're really cheap, because they are. It's like $2.99, but I'd rather just open a window, you know? I'd rather open a window. I'd rather get down Camden Market and buy a Joss stick, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I see where they're going. I can see why you might think it's similar, but it just doesn't work. I'm really sorry. It is better of a bad bunch. It's better of a bad bunch, but it's not good. That's my opinion. Sorry, don't hate me. I know I'm lucky enough to once in a while buy a little bit of Jo Malone. I can't afford to fill my house with it all the time. And I know it's a privilege to be able to buy the Jo Malone, even if it's like once a year. but I think I would rather not have anything than have this, if I'm honest. That's my opinion. Don't hate me, don't come for me. But here's my video that nobody asked for, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much. But yeah, I really need to give up buying these Aldi Jo Malone dupes because none of them are very good in my opinion. They're not worth the hype. I don't know why people are going wild for them. I would rather spend that £2.99 on a jar of Nutella. I feel like I'd get a lot more joy from a jar of Nutella than I would from these candles and diffusers. That's my thoughts. Thank you very much. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.